Hello and welcome to Han Solo Music. I'm Han Solo. I posted a short recently about that same chord progression. It's a 1-4-5, real simple stuff. Same stuff I'm always talking about. We have an A chord in triad form, simplest form, D, and E major. I snuck in a augmented 3 chord, which leads you into the 5, but the main thing is the A 1 chord, D minor 4 chord, and E major 5 chord. So a great thing to study is your strings 1, 2, and 3 triads. That way you can learn and approach music the same way that a piano player does. So for example, your A chords are A, C, E, and in the key of A, that would be your 1 chord. So you can just map out the triad on your first 3 strings, A, C, E. Your first inversion is going to be C, E, A. I call that see you later. And your last inversion is EAC. I call that the EAC chord. Then you've got your D minor chord. Everybody knows D in first position. And then we've also got root position, which is the staircase shape. And then we've got your first inversion shape. Now for E major, everybody knows your E major big chord. And then we have your second inversion, E. And then we finally have your first inversion, E. So in order to do good voice leading, you want to keep it local so that you can recycle notes. I chose the first inversion on A, which is going to be on strings 1, 2, and 3 with your bar chord, half bar on fret 5. Then I chose the root position, D minor, same position. And then I chose the second inversion of E major. That way they stay really close, and you can even keep your index finger down the whole time. However, I usually wind up fretting the major chord. So with that being said, you want to match the bass line with the chord. So if I'm doing an A chord here, I'm going to use the A string as the bass line. When I'm doing the D chord, I'm going to use the D string. And when I do the E chord, shocker, I'm going to use the E string. The arpeggio pattern I'm using is P.I.M.A, M.I.I.I. P.I.M.I, M.I.I.I. And then I just speed it up a little bit. So when you put that all together, you have and then I do a nice 5, 1 to kind of wrap it up. So all together, that's you could put a big 2-octave descending. You could even throw a diminished. I threw in the augmented chord. But in its most basic form, you can do the 1, 4, 5. When you want to add other chords, you just put them directly before the 5 chord. So I might go 1, 4, augmented 3, 5. Or I might go 1, 4, diminished 5. See how that works? So as you add the other chord values, just make sure that you filter them through the 5 chord back to the 1 chord, and you're making good music. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, feel free to leave a comment and subscribe. I'd like to hear some of your feedback. Let me know if there's any videos you guys want to see. Until then, keep the shredding going.